How many believe, raise your hand if you believe big tech censors people. Now let me look out among the crowd. A lot of hands. I see a lot of hands out there. Thank you for participating in my mock participation thing I just did. I don't know. Anyway, they clearly do. They clearly do. I've watched people get booted off. Like, I'm not talking about the Q people that there was a big, huge purge in like October or something. I'm talking about conservatives. There has been an insane amount of people being booted off of Twitter in the past month. I even know a friend of mine who happens to be conservative, doesn't even really post on Twitter much, but goes on there sporadically. Mostly just reads my tweets now. Well, did before they were taken off the platform. They weren't controversial. They had like 30 followers, if that, followed maybe 100 people. But it was a tiny little amount. Shout out to all the people in chat that are raising their hands. Yeah, censorship exists. There's a reason why Telegram, you guys know about Telegram, right? Yeah, they gained 100 million new people are in Telegram now. 100 million. That is a ridiculous amount of people. Telegram, 100 million more people joined Telegram in January of 2021. That's insane. There's now 500 million. That's an incredible boost of users for Telegram because people want to be able to speak freely. All right? Because censorship exists. Now, how many people think that it's the conservatives that get censored the most? All right? Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you think conservatives are the ones getting censored the most. I'm raising my hand. I'm looking out into the crowd. Yep. You all tend to agree with me. Yep. It's the conservatives. Well, it may surprise you, but the Washington Post here is, it's actually another report that talks about it. But here we go. Check this out. The Technology 202 new report calls conservative claims of social media censorship a form of disinformation. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. All right. Before I read this. It's laughable. It's laughable. Really? Really? You're going to tell us it's disinformation when you are clearly getting rid of these people that think, wow, an even more amount of hands are ripping through chat right now. Thank you, chat, for participating. Appreciate you all. Yeah, it's a disinformation campaign. It's all lies. It's all lies. A new report concludes that social networks aren't systemically biased against conservatives, directly contradicting Republicans' claims that social media companies are censoring them. Recent move by Twitter and Facebook to suspend former President Donald Trump's accounts in the wake of the violence at the Capitol are inflaming conservatives' attack on Silicon Valley. But New York University researchers today released a report stating claims of anti-conservative bias are a form of disinformation, a falsehood with no reliable evidence to support it. What? No reliable evidence? I know people personally that are conservatives that didn't break any rules. Savannah Hernandez, she was a great reporter. She's on the ground. She was on my show. She talked about how she doesn't even post bias. She accurately depicts what is going on in the things that she posts. She posts videos. She was there on the scene. Look, Antifa's burning an American flag. That's literally verbatim how she wrote it. She didn't go, these anti-American effers are blah, 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 fiery. No, she accurately depicted what was going on. Banned. Why? Why did she get banned? She was a conservative breaking the narrative that they were trying to push forward. Okay, that's just one example. All right, now I'll talk about me personally. I've lost, now mind you, not that it really bothers me, but to just prove a point here, I've lost over 11,000 followers in the past 3 weeks. Like, that's pretty nuts. And what happened to all these accounts? One of them was my good buddy who got banned. He told me about it. He's like, yeah, they banned my account for some reason. I don't know why. Doesn't make any sense. Another one was Savannah. She was banned. Now, granted, this was right after I think it was after the election, when she was basically reporting on all the riots that were still going on, the 2020 riots, not the Capitol riots, or they call it a riot, but it really wasn't a riot. You want to look at what a riot is. You look at, the last summer's riots, or Antifa taking over a hotel last night that no one wants to report on. Here's another great example. The reason why I'm using Give, Send, Go. I'm not using GoFundMe anymore. Why? Because they caved and got rid of my own fundraiser that I was fundraising for Philip Anderson. They tried to slander this man. They tried to make it seem like he was just this crazy right-winged guy. When you listen to him speak at all, he talks about nonviolence, getting rid of this race issue, saying we all bleed the same color, fighting big tech censorship. They wanted to slander this guy. All right? I was raising money to fix his teeth. Period. So if I raised $36,000, which is what the number was at, and his teeth cost $20,000, he's still going to get that $16,000. He happened to say, if there's anything left over, I'm going to continue my fight for free speech. That was it. He said it on Alex Jones, so they just bombarded. They were like, that's it. It's fraud. Let's report this. Everybody, all our Antifa members, I saw the tweets. They were straight up tweeting nonstop, like, yo, go bombard this GoFundMe with, basically lies that it's a fraudulent GoFundMe. It wasn't. I was upfront and based in front of everybody, telling you exactly what was going on. I didn't break any rules. Philip didn't break any rules, but GoFundMe took it down, refunded all the money to everybody, because we are on the conservative side, because we're not following their narrative. That's it. So there, another example from me personally. I've seen it happen. That's why I'm using Give, Send, Go, because they're not going to take it down. In fact, I emailed them getting it set up, because I want to just make sure everything was kosher. And they actually said, oh, we really love Eliza over here. We wish her well on her podcast. And, we checked her out on Twitter. She's amazing. Thank you for her message. It's like, thank you. Fantastic. Good luck, Antifa, trying to attack and bring this down. In fact, Philip went on Give, Send, Go and raised, and I spread it around a little bit when he started that campaign. And it happened. He's getting his teeth fixed, and it's fantastic. Cat Turd, hilarious Twitter account. If you don't know Cat Turd, you definitely should, because it's funny. Good morning. I just set the record for hitting 450,000 followers for the 57th time this month. Cat Turd was one of those Twitter users that was reporting constantly on the amount of people that they were losing, because Cat Turd's a fairly prominent account. It has about 451,000 followers now. And it was just going up and down, up and down, and up and down, because people were just getting booted off. Well, Cat Turd, I don't know if you know this, was a fan of Donald Trump, is a conservative, so I'm, not the left side of things. I'm surprised the Cat Turd themselves are not banned off of Twitter. I wouldn't be surprised. In fact, they keep doing it. Like Julia Song, she definitely does not like socialism, all right? Was an advocate for transparency in our elections. She even volunteered to go be a poll watcher in North Carolina. So she did her part. She's from Brazil. She escaped socialism. I'm going to have her on my show eventually. But she was even just suspended for just posting about cryptocurrency. She wasn't even doing, she wasn't even saying anything crazy. She was just saying, yo, check out this cryptocurrency, watch what's going on here. The whole, I'm not going to get into the GameStop stuff, but she was just reporting on it, talking about it, because she reports on things, and she can be kind of spicy, but she certainly wasn't. She was just posting about cryptocurrency. Boom, suspended her account. Interesting. So they're just, it's not even just conservatives. And I think that's why they get away with that, because it's the semantic game. Chat already has proven people love to pay attention to the semantics. Well, you know who does that the best? Politicians, big tech. They use direct context and, semantic word games to say things that could mean anything, or say things that later can be explained how it's not exactly what they said. It actually just meant this. We weren't talking about all conservatives. We were just talking about the people that went against our narrative. Because the truth of the matter is, that's what it is. I mean, I'm still here. I'm still on Twitter. Why? I don't know. I don't know why I'm still on there, why they're letting me remain on that platform. But, what am I going to do? I follow a lot of politicians, a lot of reporters, a lot of people that, things that are trending, and I cross-reference, and I'm on Gab also as Real Adam Krigel. You find me over there. And I just, it's a town square. Free speech. What is free speech? There's a difference. Oh man, I'm gonna bring up this line from Tom McDonald's new song, "Fake Woke." If you guys don't know this song, it is fire, yo. It's fire. Hold on. Where is it? Censorship's an issue because they choose what they erase. There's a difference between hate speech and the speech that you hate. Oof! I love this line. Man, the more I listen to this song, the more fire it becomes. But that's the truth. There's a difference between hate speech and the speech that you hate. Free speech includes hate speech. There will always be someone that just is an a-hole. You cannot get rid of the a-holes. They're going to exist. You have to teach the younger generations who they are and what it is, not get rid of it completely so then when they see it, it's foreign. Or when it's disguised in what they're doing, their narratives. Thanks, NYU Stern, for this wonderful report about false accusations, the unfounded claim that social media companies censor conservatives. See, I want to know what their definition of is conservative, or what a conservative is, or if there's a specific amount of people that they don't ban so that they consider, me a conservative. So, I'm still on there. They're not banning all. We didn't say all conservatives, just conservatives in general, Or is that what they're saying? Because they're certainly getting rid of these people. It's insane. Oh, man. It's ridiculous.